Hi, this is the Ms.FitVegan podcast, episode 343. I pressed record and I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I usually have some type of idea, but I have no idea. So I guess I'll just talk about what I'm going through right now. I guess I'll just be real with you guys. And the truth is that I don't really want to, because then people reach out to me, and they're concerned and things like that. But I just really want to be authentic with you guys. So basically, I'm going through severe depression, and it's totally normal. It's totally normal. Like, I know you guys can understand. If you've ever lost your mom or your dad or someone close to you, then you understand. And so my grandma passed away November 28th, and then my mom passed away November 30th. And I still wasn't really over my sister passing away. As you guys know, she passed away 3 years ago. And I've been going through severe depression because that's just normal. That's just what happens. And because I work alone, and I am alone most of the time, it's very difficult. I'm finding it difficult because I'm used to always being around people. I was always around my sister as a kid. I was always around, I grew up in houses with lots and lots of people, actually. And then when I was with my mom, I was always, with my sister. And then I became, I worked in retail, and I was always with lots of people. And so it was strange for me then to be an entrepreneur a few years ago and work alone and almost live alone, because my roommate, she's always at work or she's always out. And I've gotten used to it for sure. And I'm okay now being alone, which I know is a superpower. Most people can't do it. And I do appreciate that. I appreciate that people like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan always speak about, the people that can be alone. They have a power, they have a quality to them that most people don't have, because most people cannot be alone. It's very, very hard to be with yourself. So if you can learn how to love yourself and trust yourself and be okay being alone, like Goggins talks about this a lot too, then you can cultivate a much better mental toughness and, a lot of qualities that people want. So anyway, long story short, a better work ethic and everything if you can be alone. So now, long story short is, I don't think it's me being alone that's the problem. I think it's that I just wasn't ready for my mom to pass away. And it's not that we were super close. We talked every day, but more so it's because I just had all these dreams and visions for what I was going to do for her. And I can't do them now. So it's really hard. And I just wanted to, tell somebody about it. But I don't want to complain. I just want to share. I don't want to complain. But I just feel like I know I'm making a difference in people's lives, but I really wanted to make a difference in my mom's life. And then people would say I did, but I really, really wanted to do certain things for her. I wanted to get her teeth fixed. I wanted to move her to a beautiful house. I wanted her to feel what it was like to live in a community with other people her age, and for her to have fun, and for her to not be angry and stressed and scared of, where the rent is going to come from. Because honestly, sometimes I would express that to my mom because I helped her out financially. But as an entrepreneur, it's very stressful. It can be a very stressful job. I don't really recommend it to anybody that doesn't know their life purpose yet. Because the truth is that It's not a fun way to live. Not knowing where your next paycheck is going to come from, where your rent is going to come from, if you're going to be homeless, like if you don't have any backup, it's a very, very scary lifestyle. But it's not that scary when you're doing what you were born to do. So this is why I highly recommend you get to know yourself. You write out, you journal, you shut your phone off, you get in nature, you do whatever you have to do in order to figure out why you're here. Now, once you figure out why you were born, it's going to be a lot easier to operate from things like this, okay? It's going to be a lot easier to operate in such a scary way, which is what I'm doing, because I don't have a 401k, I don't have a backup plan, I don't have a plan B, I don't have a steady job, I don't have a paycheck coming in. But what I have is I have my intuition and I have the universe on my side. I know that sounds crazy, but what happens is when you figure out why you're here and then you do it, the universe opens doors for you. And see, the marketplace doesn't pay you by what you're worth. The marketplace doesn't pay you by how much time you put in. The marketplace pays you, the marketplace meaning the world, the reality, right? It pays you by how much value you're bringing to others. How much value you're bringing to others. So every day I'm trying, but oftentimes I feel like I'm failing. Like with this podcast right now, I don't know how much value this is bringing, but I just want you guys to know that I'm always thinking about you, and I really appreciate everybody that's listening, because you're helping me make my dreams come true, which is my dream is to inspire you to eat more fruit instead of dead animal body parts. I want to inspire 1 billion people. And tomorrow I actually have a meeting with a potential investor for my Fruit is Life Cafe. So I'm very scared. I don't know what will come of it, but I know that I have to do scary things. And every single day I try to do something scary. So tomorrow I know for sure that that's going to be the scariest thing of the day. And this is why I always encourage you guys to push yourself physically. I encourage you to push yourself, because the truth is that when you push yourself physically with exercise, or, like planking or running or something that you think you can't do, well, everything else gets easier. Everything else in life gets easier when you push yourself physically. And it's the easiest way to build mental toughness. So that's all. That's the podcast for today. Push yourself. Push yourself physically, my boo. It's going to train you. It's going to start to callous your mind so that when things are scary in real life, you're not that scared and all right, you know what? It's just scary, but I can do this. You've got to prove to yourself over and over and over that you can do things. And that's how you grow, and then you start to do other scary things. You got to push yourself. I know you don't want to. Who wants to be in pain? Who wants to suffer? But the real suffering is really the regret, because if I get so scared that I cancel this meeting tomorrow, well, then I'm going to regret my whole life. I'm going to always regret it. It's like that one time that I thought Jesse Itzler was going to be my investor. So I was going to a self-development event in Las Vegas, and I was speaking to Jesse Itzler because we've DM'd a few times back and forth together. And he, I probably shouldn't even say this on this podcast because I don't know who's listening. Okay, let me just end the story there. So anyway, but we met and everything, and it turns out he wasn't my investor, or he hasn't been my investor yet. That wasn't me farting. That was just me putting my blender top away. Anyway, so yeah, I just would have regretted it if I didn't meet with him. So I'm really, really, really grateful. And yeah, so that's tomorrow. I'm going to meet with somebody on Zoom, and we shall see. And I know I don't need an investor, but it would definitely help things along, because it is going to be, some pretty pennies. It's a few pretty pennies, but we shall see, ladies and gentlemen. I love you. I thank you very much for listening. And going into Easter weekend, I want you to remember why. Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to sacrifice? Why do you want to be healthy? Why are you done with eating that food that you've eaten thousands of hundreds of times before? You've done it before. It never led to anything good. So why keep doing it? There's nothing at all that you need to taste. You've had it all. So you know what I recommend? I recommend you make yourself proud this weekend. And you do you, boo, because everybody else is going to do them. So why don't you do you? And if you're worried about hurting somebody's feelings, I want you to think about your feelings. What about your feelings? What about you? You matter a lot. And you got to make yourself proud, because at the end of the night, you're going to go to sleep with yourself. So every single day, no matter what it is, Easter weekend or just a regular weekend, I want you to think. I want you to eat for your future and eat for the way you want to go to sleep. You want to go to sleep proud of yourself, or you want to go to sleep regretting another day wasted, another day not doing something towards your goals, because it makes you feel like shit. Just the thought of what I used to do to myself every day, I would never move the needle forward. It really, really, really got to me, and it was causing a lot of self-esteem issues. So please don't make the same mistakes that I did. I want you to do something every day towards your goal. And maybe that's like tonight, I stopped eating at 7, and I'm so proud of myself, because that's my biggest vice, is eating late at night, because the day I don't know where the day goes. I guess I just spend the day in the metaverse. And so it just goes away from me. I'm just on Zoom all day, or I'm creating content, or I'm filming, or I'm responding to messages, and then the day's gone. And then 11 o'clock, I'll just eat dinner, and it doesn't work for me. So I'm really proud of myself. I'm going to go listen to some Dave Chappelle, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, boo. Thanks for listening. Bye.